world stage.
This isn't the last time we're going to see Jordan Oliver.
His last rodeo, Brian. Oh, we're full of them.
That was bad.
That wouldn't have been so bad if we didn't have 3 or 4 we already used.
Absolutely. So Jordan Oliver, he is from Easton, Pennsylvania, wrestled for the Rovers, wrestled for Coach Powell, Steve Powell, longtime coach at Easton. And just like Coleman Scott, from Pennsylvania as well, moves down to Stillwater, Oklahoma, where Jordan Oliver was a 3-time state champion and now and also a national champion. He was a 3-time state champion, 4-time finalist for the Rovers, 175-5 in high school, and he's also a junior national freestyle champion and a 3rd in the junior worlds.
Oliver won his 4th Big 12 title, his 3rd OW award.
And Jason Chamberlain, he's a senior, 2nd seed. He was first in the Pac-12 this year. He was 3rd in 2011, 26-1 on the year. He's from Springville, Utah, Springfield High School, 4-time, yes, I said it, 4-time Utah state champion, and a senior and junior national champion. He lost this year to Scott Sakaguchi, also an All-American, 3-2, but that was in November. So, hadn't lost since November.
You look at Oliver, the number 1 seed, 14-3. In the semifinals over the number 5 seed, Steve Santos of Columbia. For Chamberlain, 7-3 over Missouri's Drake Hotteshell. Missouri, I'll tell you, last year they had 10 qualifiers. I don't believe they had an All-American. Kind of a rough go of it for Brian Smith and the Tigers, but they had a great tournament here in 2013.
Hey, they did it Tiger style
You know,
this
like
year.
Everybody else, you probably get some that you wish you could have had, but at the end of the day, they really responded well after last year's disappointment.
Absolutely. And moving to the MAC, they had a lot of success as well. Oh, beautiful low single. Right arm high low single for Oliver. Chamberlain reinforces that whizzer.
He's really tough to score on. I saw in that match against Sakaguchi here at the tournament, Sakaguchi had him dead to rights. Very similar position to this. Had that single leg treetop, and this is where Chamberlain is really tough to score on. Really tough.
Oh.
Gets out of it again. He
limp kneed out of that well.
I talk about the stuff that doesn't show up in the box score. That's a missed opportunity for Oliver. Missed opportunity. Chamberlain really good there. I've seen him get out of 2 or 3 of those in the last few days.
And against Chamberlain, kind of like against Tony Nelson, you have got to shoot and finish right away because he's a great scrambler. He's long and tall for a 49-pounder. Another level change and left arm single. And Coach John Smith and Eric Guerrero in the corner for the Cowboys. Greg Randall in the corner for the Bronx.
20 seconds. First period, no score here with Oliver and Chamberlain. Chamberlain picked up his 100th career victory. That was on February 13th against Utah Valley's Josh Wilson. That was his final home duel at Boise State. Went off to a standing ovation. Pretty cool.
That's really cool. Chris Owens also in the corner for Boise State. So all the way from Idaho, they do year in, year out. Boise State, tough, strong, great wrestlers.
It's great to see in the great Northwest, Oregon State, Jim Zaleski. Great tournament for the Beavers. Boise State, building their resume up of an established program. You look at Penn State's. I mean, wrestling, obviously, the heartland of wrestling is in the Midwest. There's no doubt about it, but you got to grow, and we've been able to do that with the country. Things good out east. You look at Cornell, Virginia Tech, solid program.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's pretty good representation.
Well,
I want to see like Georgia get a program. Somebody down in the southeast.
They had Georgia State had one, but University of Tennessee Chattanooga doing one heck of a job. North Carolina State going to be up there with Pat Popolicio leaving from Binghamton.
You ever listen to their AD talk?
Oh, Debbie
North
Yao.
Carolina State, she gets it.
Debbie Yao is really, really
good. To see
good.
people like her in those positions.
She was at University of Maryland. She's the one who hired Pat Santoro and then hired Carrie McCoy. They hated to see her go, but moving to North Carolina State for her just seemed like the thing to do. She's taken that program to the next level. Hiring Pat Popolicio, the best thing that North Carolina State could ever do.
1:20 in the second period. Oliver here up 1-0 with the escape. Riding time not a factor. Now the question in this match is, can Chamberlain get some offense? Can he get to the legs and can he finish? It's going to be tough, I think, against Oliver, but it's going to be equally as tough for Oliver to do that to Chamberlain. This is going to be a tight one.
And you said it before the
Not
match.
a lot of points, I don't think here.
Against really good competition, Jason Chamberlain knows how to keep it close, gives himself a chance. He goes to a lot in the top matches, goes to a lot of, he's not afraid to go to the right out, not afraid. 7 seconds of riding time is all Chamberlain could get on Jordan Oliver. And Jordan Oliver, very tough on top, interested to see if Chamberlain can score. Jordan Oliver down on one knee. Chamberlain standing up pretty straight with left leg very straight. Head tap and goes down to a knee. Interested to see if Oliver can change his level and make an attack after Chamberlain goes down to the knee. 10 seconds to go in period number 2.
John Smith in the corner, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, littered with world championships. You got Eric Guerrero, Olympian, 3-time national champion for the Cowboys. Was he a stud? Beast.
Hard worker, stud, everything good going on in Stillwater. Greg Randall, coach at Boise State.
He was a national champ at Iowa.
At Iowa. He's on that Iowa coaching tree as well as so many others in this tournament.
There's one or two.
Yeah, 1,000. I mean, you Heffernan, Dresser, Martin,
Goldman.
I mean, it's
Barry Davis.
Shesky or
Sasesky from Northwestern.
The assistant there now, the head coach for a long time.
1-1.
Limestone College with one of their own. Down, I mean, they run the full gamut. So,
you mentioned Jim Miller a little bit early on. Congratulations on a phenomenal career to Jim Miller of Wartburg. I believe they won 10 team championships, and been able to talk to him on a couple occasions. And what a career! Great coach.
He's something very special. Oh, another go Gadget arm.
Tell you, you look at this is phenomenal wrestling. D1, D2, and D3 is the wrestling, the level, the talent that these guys have is crazy.
Junior college, NAIA. I mean, there is now with the NCAA, you have a place to wrestle if you want to in college.
It's hard to comprehend, especially for me. I didn't wrestle in college. I know you did. It's really hard to comprehend and wrap your head around how good these guys are. Because it's, especially the guys that dominate. That's really off the charts.
Yeah, they're special kids. Oh, attacked
Crowd
by
getting into
Chamberlain.
this one a little bit.
This is shades of last year. 1-1, close match. Jordan Oliver's going to need to have an attack here in order to score. He's not good wrestling from the defensive position. He's much better wrestling offensively. Jordan Oliver checking the clock to see. Saw it was 30 seconds.
25 seconds as they move to the center for the restart.
20 seconds to go in regulation. It's 1-1. Is anybody going to relax? Is anybody going to take a risk here in the last 10 seconds?
Oh, Jordan Oliver gets the takedown. Your question was answered. Little slide by.
That was a shrug that is patented in the Easton High School room. Chamberlain came hard to the head, little shrug by, and Jordan Oliver so good with that pass by. He is your national champion.
Jordan Oliver, a 2-time national champion as he jumps into the arms of John Smith. Big hug from Eric Guerrero as he'll walk off the big stage for the last time and add his name to that long tradition-rich history.